When last we left our intrepid adventurers, we'd fought the future. We'd won, probably. And
It at least didn't seem to give you any trouble with securing the future end of the timeline.
Yes. Once we finished fighting whatever it is we were fighting, one of which was suspiciously mimicking Cricket's abilities.
Yeah, very strange. Odd.
Yes.
Don't know what that was about.
No, once we got back, I was like, much apologies, but you know how it is. Domination. Anyway, so we returned to the Temple of Freedom. We had a post-mortem. We were like, okay, what could we do better? Basically everything. And then we had a role-playing session because nothing was prepped for going into the past.
Just one of these?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just that, yeah.
Post-mortem, then
we
no
just
prep, role-playing.
Yeah, we were having a banquet and chatting. And Ben Gerard started talking about some weird dream he had. And Cricket was like, dreams are dreams. They're not meaningful. So she wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention. But Ben Gerard was really getting into it about how he dreamt about Hank as a young child and Hank's mother. And he was very insistent that he felt like he knew so many details about Hank's mother from this dream. And so he wanted to check with Hank to see how close it was. And it was super close. He had dreamed of Hank's mother. And
That's weird.
yeah, it was weird. And so, let's see, how did it go? I remember Cricket rolled. They insisted Cricket roll an Arcana check because Serendipity wasn't around at the time. She was, I can't remember. I guess Shannon hadn't quite arrived yet. Yeah, hadn't arrived yet. So Serendipity wasn't there. She was off inspecting the facilities or something like that. Because I've got a soul transfer lab that's available for her use now, and she's going to be into that. So I did an Arcana check, or Cricket did, and I think she didn't roll very high, or she rolled reasonably high, but enough to sort of say, yeah, maybe that's kind of weird, but...
Yeah. She was like, that seems more than just a coincidence, but...
Yeah. I don't know why it would be like that.
Was this just driven by players?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, well, Robin knew some stuff about her character that none of the rest of us knew.
Yeah, and she's been...
champing at the bit.
doing things and doing stuff towards this end for a long time. But
Yeah, so he and Hank kept sort of going on about this dream. And then finally Shannon arrived, so Serendipity came online. And they got her to do an Arcana check, and Serendipity being Serendipity, she got like 57 or something ridiculous like that. And she was like, oh yeah, this is totally a sort of a recovered memory kind of situation.
yeah, she pulled Gerard aside immediately. She's like, what have you been hiding from us? I know what you are.
Yeah, Ben Gerard's a Kalashtar. And Serendipity was kind of baffled that she had never thought to even check. She's like the Shepherd of Souls, she's all about this soul stuff. If I'd been involved in the conversation, I would point out that, yeah, she's been mistaken before about pretty important things, but I wasn't there, so she was all, I'm the expert, and I never thought to check. I drew a mustache on your brain, but I never counted how many souls were in it. It's just so, weird. So, yeah. It turns out, not only is Ben Gerard a Kalashtar, but the thing is, he kept a secret because in his culture, the pseudo-Arabian, what were they, Zarib, yes. In Zarib culture, Kalashtarhood is a bad thing. And so everyone who becomes a Kalashtar keeps it secret because it's your social standing is ruined and you're an outcast if it's found out. So, yeah, that's why Ben Gerard had kept it a secret that he was a Kalashtar. And now we discovered not only is he a Kalashtar, but he's got the soul of Hank's brother that in Hank's backstory he's been kind of like wanting to find where the soul of his brother went. So there it is.
And the memories have been slow to come back because Gerard has been just not thinking about Kalashtarness. Although it did impact him. That's why he became a dog druid. Right? He does all this stuff. He shapeshifts into a wolf and all this stuff. That all started when he became a Kalashtar.
Yeah. And so that was the the big reveal that was discovered through just the generic roleplay.
It's interesting because Robin has been doing a lot of stuff to like, especially to make it clear that Hank and Gerard are like really close friends, and they have a bond
camaraderie
over a similar sort of outlook on life and a similar love of dogs, and just like they're similar in a lot of ways.
Oh, we also found out that Hank is a colossal racist. Yes.
I think that's been well established since...
Well, it was sort of surprising to the extent that he was a racist. Someone brought up the notion of a dog shifter and a cat shifter somehow getting married. And he was like, what do you mean? That's an incoherent series of words you just strung together. There's no meaning in that statement. It's impossible. He'd sooner marry a domestic than marry a cat shifter.
Dog shifters and cat shifters have an eternal hatred of each other.
And I was sort of like...
It's like, what are you talking about? I'm racist. I'm totally accepting of any person, anyone in the whole world I come across, except for cats. Because they're cats.
Whereas Cricket was, like all people are equal in my eyes.
Except cats.
Should be coming out really soon.
Because all people of the Empire have an equal share. Croesus made very, very clear that he was not a people of the Empire, though. So yes, even now he manages to find ways to reject Cricket. So Cricket just sighs. And he's like, all right. You'd think after 1,500 years I wouldn't be disappointed, but... Anyway, so that was pretty much it. And then we did monologues, and then we went and did some board game stuff.
There you go.
Yep. And next week we're not playing, and the week after that we are totally playing because John's going to prep like awesome.
And thus concludes the recording.
Yes, we will go into the past, and we will do the ritual, and maybe figure out other stuff.
So today I dreamt about Hank as a puppy and discovered I'm his big brother. That was a surprise. I did not know I was his brother, but serendipity, etc. says it's true. So, yeah, I have a brother. I have a brother.
I realized today that when you look at someone, you really actually look at them. I've known Ben Gerard for a while now, and I've never really looked at his soul. How did I miss that? Or souls, in this case.
So Ram Ben Gerard is a Kalashtar secretly, because he doesn't want to tell his family because it's taboo. But we found out because he dreamt about me and my family. Because he is part of my family. He's my brother that I've been looking for so long. Ah! George! It's you! I'm so happy. My brother's here. He's back. We're together again. And we get to kill things together. It's so fun.
So... we have an entirely too many souls here. And Cricket thinks that somehow citizenship and duty are different things, which doesn't make any sense, and she's a snake. And the other races are just weird. I mean, likable, but weird.
Cricket, you're what?
So it is kind of odd that Serendipity never noticed I was a Kalashtar. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for her to notice, and she never did. I think it's kind of suspicious. Like, why is she so scared to look at me? What is it about me that fills her with a little bit of shyness, a little bit of dread maybe? She just can't quite look me in the eye. I think we all know the answer.
Because you're ugly.
I'll let you think that.